Hey folks, Jared back again. I thought you might find this interesting. This is actually OmniROM, the sort of up-and-coming uber popular ROM for various different devices right now, and the list is growing, but right now we're showing it to you on the Nexus 5, and of course, as always, I'll have a link to this ROM in the description below the video here, but that said, let's go ahead and get started on showing you what's really cool about this ROM. Now, this is a stock AOSP-based ROM, right? It's KitKat, with some pretty cool modifications. It's not heavily modified, it's just modified just right, just how I like it. So jumping into the applications tray here, pretty much the only additional application that you're going to see out of the norm here is in fact DSP Manager. So obviously you can jump into there and change around the the audio for pretty much every aspect, headset, speaker, as well as Bluetooth and USB docking. So convenient, but of course, all the fun stuff will be found under settings. And first and foremost, right here, bars and menu, you'll notice that we've got some really cool stuff in here. So first one up is brightness control. So we'll go ahead and click that. You'll notice we can actually control the brightness by sliding our finger across. That's not a new modification as far as Android modified custom ROMs go, but it's cool to see that added to this particular ROM. So we'll go ahead and bring it down just to a brightness where you guys can see here. Notification count, show number of pending notifications. So if you have more than one email from Gmail, as an example, it'll show you like 5, 6, 10, 11, how many emails you have, which is convenient. One that I thought was really, really cool is network speed indicator. So I'll go ahead and tap that, and you'll notice here in the status bar there, it actually gives me my network speed. So this is currently sitting on Wi-Fi, and if I was to switch to data, it would be showing you the same thing. I think that is super, super cool. I love that. Network activity indicator, show network activity in status bar. You may notice that on the Wi-Fi symbol here, it doesn't actually show that common up and down symbol that you guys and I are so familiar with to let us know that things are in fact being transmitted to and from the device. So we can go ahead and click this, bloop, just like that, and check this out, boop, network speed indicator. Cool. So now that we've got that enabled, we can continue moving on. Contextual notification panel header. Now, as you can see here, it says sets the background of the notification panel header to an image based on the current date and time. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think the idea is cool, though I think they need to implement it a little better. So we're going to go ahead and click the check mark button there. And now we pull down the notification panel. It doesn't seem to be working. So we're going to try that again. Okay, well, now it's not working. That's fantastic. Murphy's Law. Basically, guys, what happens is this header up across the top here actually ends up having a picture. Now, before I started the video, the picture, again, considering it's based on the time and date, it actually showed a bit of a blue sky with clouds in the background. Now, as far as the time of the day is concerned, I can agree with that. It's the daytime, it's got a blue sky, you can see, yada, yada. The date, though, I'm not so sure. Considering it's December, I would kind of expect that header to maybe look like mountains, snow-capped mountains or something. I don't know. So I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. Nevertheless, it does work, just for whatever reason it's not working right now. I probably just need to reboot the device, that's all, just something simple. Now, we've got a clear all button, so show clear all button within the recent applications viewer. So as you can see here, we've got the, oh shit, it's not there. I suppose I should probably enable it, shouldn't I? As you can see here, there's the clear all button. So if I was just to go ahead and tap on that, bloop, 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 and away it goes. So let's go ahead and jump back into settings again there. And yeah, so we got that. We can also change around the position of that if you really wanted to. And of course we have this little screenshot, show screenshot option in power menu. So we'll back out of there because that's the end of those settings and jump into active display. This is something that I know a lot of people will really, really love. This is the same active display as the Moto X, except we've got some more customization settings in here, which is awesome. So what I love about this is actually baked into the ROM itself. This isn't some side loading modification or some side loaded application. This is true active display on your Nexus 5, which is awesome. And it does work quite well. I'm not gonna be able to demonstrate it right now because obviously, as you can see, I don't have any pending notifications or anything. And to be honest with you, currently I'm not wearing any pants. So I don't have a pocket to put this in to demonstrate, but it does work very, very well. And it gives you a lot of customization options in here. You can change the applications that you want to be able to see notifications from, low priority, high priority, pocket mode, on and off. A lot of different really awesome settings in here. So I am really digging that they added that into this ROM. That's super cool, and kudos to the OmniROM team. Moving on from here, we've got sound. Nothing really too fancy in here. But if we jump into display here and we actually go down to the bottom, basic stuff throughout, but down here at the bottom it says screen off animation. Now, currently it's set to electron beam. So just like you would expect, as we've seen in a lot of different custom ROMs out there. But if we switch it over to, say, for instance, fade out, let's see how that looks. Ooh, nice sort of slow fade. I do wish that it happened when you're pressing the button to get into it again. I don't know. I think just the option would be cool, but it's not there, so that sucks. We also have scale down, which I think is a really cool animation as well. As you can see, it kind of it shrinks down, which is really neat. I like that. So I'm actually going to keep it on scale down. Now, aside from that, there really isn't a whole lot more that you can screw around with the exception of apps permission. So that's now an option. So jump into apps permission. This is actually something that has been discussed in the past, but it hadn't been implemented in KitKat just yet. I mean, it was there, but it was a bit of a hidden menu. Now with OmniROM, it's actually exposed, ready for us to take advantage of. And so basically, this is where all of your apps permissions live. And if you're really smart about it and you know what you're doing, you can actually go through here and disable certain permissions per app and potentially save yourself some battery life, maybe by disabling the location settings of certain applications there. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, that's pretty much it though, guys. You would have basically all your standard AOSP settings and things like that in here. So, you know, it's a lightly modded ROM, but very useful modifications at that. Anyways, guys, hopefully you like this video. Like I said before, I'll be posting a link in the description below so you guys can go and download this and flash it for yourself. I'm also going to toss out there a how to install video. You know, I generally don't like doing the how to install videos because it's just so simple to flash ROMs. It's the same as every single ROM for any Android device. But some people do like to visual aid, so I'm actually going to be posting a how to install video. Depending on the success of that, I may or may not continue doing those how to install videos. I prefer just doing the ROM reviews. And my review of this ROM is, I love it. It's awesome. You're basically looking at stock KitKat with a bunch of really useful modifications that I absolutely am in love with. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more videos in the future. But that's it, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.